Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The hadith today is about tawakkul. Tawakkul means relying on Allah, depending on Allah. You see, because one of Allah's names, As-Samad, it means As-Samad is the one upon whom all the creatures depend for their means of subsistence. So now Allah Ta'ala, the Prophet Muhammad, saying that, listen to these words, were you to depend on Allah the way you should, were you to depend on Allah the way you should, He would have provided you as He provides the birds when they fly in the morning looking for their food, and at the end of the day they will return to their nest with full stomachs. Imagine, think of these words, brothers and sisters. When the Prophet Muhammad, may Allah exalt his mention, uttered these words, they have great meanings. And one of the gifts that Allah gave the Prophet ﷺ, that no prophet before him was given, is conciseness of speech. Conciseness of speech. The Prophet ﷺ would say few words, and yet volumes would be written on them. You know, that's what Allah Ta'ala has given this gift. Listen to these very, short sentence. Were you to depend on Allah the way you should, He would have provided you just as He provides the birds when they go in the morning hungry and come at the end of the day they return to their nest with full stomachs. You don't tell me, if you're working in a bank, when I tell you, brother, you should not do that, don't tell me that, well, I have no other resources, no other means. It is not you who provide yourself with the means, it's Allah who provides it. Depend on Him. And by the way, brothers and sisters, the Prophet ﷺ said, whoever quits something for the sake of Allah, Allah will provide him with thing which is better. Quit this work, brother. This is haram. You're working in a bank. Don't tell me I have no other. It's Allah who provides. Quit it for the sake of Allah, and you will see Allah will give you something better. And it happened many times, akhi. It's not that haphazardly. Allah promises, وَمَنْ أَصْدَقُ مِنَ اللَّهِ قِيلًا. Who is more truthful than Allah? This is the point. If Allah Ta'ala promises to provide, and He has already promised to provide those who depend on Him, who rely on Him and their means of subsistence, Allah will provide them. That's the way it is. How many many a time I met quite a few brothers working in North America in grocery stores, and they'll end up actually handling liquors, beer, wine, or what have you. Brother, you shouldn't do that. Do you know that the person who carries that liquor bottle is cursed by Allah? Do you know that? And don't tell me I have no other work. Just as you got this work, Allah will provide you with a better work, that you earn your halal monies. Because keep it in your mind, brothers. You might making money now, but do you know that if you happen to need Allah at the time when you are in a dire need for Allah, and raise your hand, oh Allah, do this for me, oh Allah, give me this, do you know that you're going to end up returning with empty hands? You know why? Because you consumed haram, unlawful means. Don't say I don't eat swine's flesh, pig's flesh. No. The Prophet ﷺ said, when Allah Ta'ala prohibits a thing, He also prohibits its monies. So don't say, I don't drink it, I sell it. But the money that you earn is haram, because selling haram things is conducive to haram. Likewise, when you need Allah and turn to Him, you'll end up with empty-handed. Why? Because you consumed haram things. Keep that in mind. Yes, working in banks, likewise. Selling liquor, likewise. So you have to understand this, brothers and sisters. But Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala is pure. He accepts only the pure. And He commands us to consume the pure things, a wholesome, the pure things. That's what Allah wants us to. Allah says, Allah Tabarak wa Ta'ala has commanded the believer as He commanded the messenger. He said to the messenger, Ya ayyuha ar-rusul, kulu min tayyibati ma razaqnakum. He also said, O believers, consume of the good and wholesome, pure things, lawful things. You know, you have to keep that in mind, because it seems that our daily businesses really distract us from the words of Allah and the words of His messenger. Keep that in your mind.